What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron here. It is Tuesday the 25th of March, and once again we are talking all things DeFi and AI agents on this channel, guys. And guess what? Yes, that's right, I do have a smile on my face today.
For what reason?
Because the DeFi and AI agents markets are back and they are up and they are raging, guys.
It's finally happening!
This is what we want to see, okay? So as we can see here, the whole of the AI agents category on CoinGecko is actually up 7% today, which is fantastic to see. And as you can see, there's a lot of green positivity across the board, guys. The majority of tokens here throughout this whole week have seen around 20, 30, 40% increases, as you guys can see here, which is fantastic. Of course, one of the favorites on this channel, Anon, is up 41% this week. Very, very good to see it very, very close to the $7 level, guys. It was pretty scary when it was sitting at around $4, but $7 is looking good. Now, remember, it's just a few months ago, and I remember it very well. The prices were $25, $26 for Anon, so we're still looking at a very, very cheap price, let's say, for Anon at the moment. And then going further down here, we can see AI Rig Complex, which of course is the project which actually is called Arc, which is an open source framework on Solana, and it is up 60% this week. Hallelujah! Finally, some great positivity and price action with Arc. There was a lot of FUD around it, but there is a lot of smart money in that project, as we know. They are obviously creating their own AI agent app store, Rhizome, which hopefully gets a lot of mainstream adoption and traction, and that's fantastic to see. So actually, Arc is actually outperforming virtually everyone on this chart here, and it's good to see the comeback, because there was starting to be some haters on the project, but I always said we should give them some leeway because they are actually building something very special at the moment. So yeah, congratulations to the Arc team. Look, going further down here, guys, you can see Game as well, still up 32% this week, slightly down 1% today, which is basically nothing. Again, I'm very bullish on Game because it is powering the agent commerce protocol on virtuals, which I think if it gets the adoption that we expect it can do, Game is going to absolutely skyrocket alongside that, guys. Okay, Banker, of course, another project that's been getting significant mindshare, is actually on a 10% dump today, but it's still up 36% this week, but it's still hovering around 26 million market cap. It's been hovering around this kind of a 25, 28 million market cap for a while. A lot of people are wondering why it hasn't broken out from there, especially considering the amount of mindshare that it's had over the last, like I say, 4 weeks now. Has been quite staggering. So it is a little bit baffling that it's still down here and not further up the page, guys. Arva as well from Hollowworld is 30% up this week. Again, a project that we speak about regularly on this channel. Let's head over to DeFi, guys. Let's see what's going on here today. Once again, look at that 8.2% rise in the market cap for DeFi, which is great to see, even higher than AI agents, guys. Now let's have a look and see what's going on here. Now look, AI XBT had a very, very strong rise here, and obviously it's just come back down to test support, and we can see it's going back up again, which is fantastic. Hopefully we don't see AI XBT below $100 million again. I can tell you now, it does feel good to see it above $100 million, guys, and not at the 80 million or so level that it was just last week. Look, going further down, guys, as you can see, Graphane up 42% today. I'm very bullish on Graphane, guys. The super agentic app on Solana. I just recently saw it's basically it's working with Marinade Finance on Solana that allows you to stake your Sol. It will automatically, using an AI agent, basically stake it in the validator that gives you the best possible yield and optimize that on auto mode without you having to do that. Obviously, how many Solana stakers are there? God knows, loads, right? So love that. Anatoly's constantly ball posting about Graphane. I do think Graphane is undervalued as things stand. 42% this week would also agree with me, guys. One of the biggest gainers here this week, as we can see. Going further down the page, guys, we have seen the AI abstraction layers make a comeback, okay? So a couple months ago when we were doing the show, everyone was talking about Orbit. Everyone was talking about Hive AI with the Solana Hackathon winner, and obviously Anon. Nure as well. They've seen dramatic rises, and it's great to see because obviously a lot of people that were bullish on this space invested in these early stage projects. So as you can see here, Orbit is up 34.5% this week, and you can see Hive as well, up 46.9% this week. It has had a 10% dump, fair enough, but this week it's still up nearly 50%, which obviously is a net positive. Also Gatsby as well has seen an astronomical rise this week, and it also gets posted about a lot on X. The Gatsby community is always tagging me to cover Gatsby. Well, here you go. Gatsby, up 25% this week. Enormous rise, guys. Look at that. Very, very clean green candle there. Still obviously a low market cap at $8 million, but definitely has community support on X, which is good to see. Going further down here, guys, where is Nure? There is Nure. As you can see, the final AI abstraction layer that I mentioned is also up 10% this week. I've been hearing that they've been getting positive traction, but still a $4.5 million market cap is way too low, really, to where it should be, in my opinion. It should at least be on the same levels as Orbit and Hive, considering the product that they're building. But in general, guys, we can be positive. We can be positive because the green is here. Let's hope it's not just a fake out pump and this actually holds, guys. I obviously am super bullish on the AI agent and DeFi narrative, if you didn't guess that already.
Well, we know all about that.
And for me, it's just a matter of time before some of these AI agents, DeFi protocols, find product market fit, and people just start piling into it, because they'll be losing money if they don't, either losing money in their yield optimization or losing money in their businesses by not utilizing these AI agents themselves. So yeah, guys, that's my view on the market today. Let's get into the news. All right, guys, the first story we're going to start on today is about Story Protocol, okay?
That was was on purpose.
I didn't do that on purpose. It generally, the first story is Story Protocol. And let's not forget, Story Protocol is a much hyped project out of Korea, okay? And yes, Story Protocol is all about tokenizing your IP, being able to fractionalize your IP, being able to protect your intellectual property in the AI era, okay, guys? And today, the IP portal open beta is live now on Product Hunt, okay? Your IP, your rules, no middleman, no legal friction, just a platform that allows you to monetize your ideas on your terms. There you go. Some nice copy there from the Story team. Congratulations, intern. As you can see here, they go into more details about what actually is this product, okay? So you can own your IP, so you can just register your work in seconds, monetize instantly, so license your IP with automated, enforceable, smart contracts, get paid for AI training, so you can opt into AI licensing deals on your terms, remix and collaborate, automated attribution and revenue sharing, okay, guys? So let's actually head over to the website that's hosting this IP portal open beta, guys. So you can see here, register, track, and license IP in the age of AI. Now, why is this so important? Well, because most of the, if not all of the LLMs right now in the market have been utilizing the IP of many different companies without permission, okay? As you know, there's tons and tons of lawsuits right now. I remember with the New York Times, various other publishers, artists, loads, because OpenAI have been training their models without actually, paying the IP right holders to use that for profit business. And this is going to be a continual narrative and talking point as AI continues to eat the world, guys, as it is doing now. So what Story Protocol is actually providing here is a platform that allows you, of course, to protect your IP despite all of this AI, basically theft of IP, and how that's going to continue to proliferate if we don't do something about it. So they say here a single IP framework for a multi-platform world. So here's like some of the different things. So if you're thinking about, well, what could I actually license? Well, if you have any music, video, image, AI agents, text, etc., they can be licensed here, guys, okay? So a new way to license your IP, so you can literally just drag and drop and secure your right in seconds. Of course, that means drag and drop your creative basically into here. So you can see here JPEG, MP4, PDF, etc. So look, looks like a pretty cool platform to use. You can see there's like 4 different licenses here, okay? Commercial use, open use, non-commercial remix, and commercial remix, okay? So obviously on the website, it will explain to you a little bit further as to like what those different licenses have. Now here's another screen which basically shows all of your assets. So this specific instance, there's 5 total assets, 14 licenses across the 5 assets here. Yeah, so you can actually go and check this out, guys. If you're a musician or an artist or a creator in some way, I believe this would be a great place for you to start putting your creative assets to work here in the AI era. And then moving forwards, I just jumped into some of the repository here so you can see what other people are putting online, and I came across this NFT collection, Mahojin IP NFT collection, okay, guys, and they've uploaded 1,500 assets already, and already there's been 4 licenses minted as well for these guys. Like I think this is something that's going to get bigger and bigger, of course, as time goes on, especially as creators start to see income and royalties coming in. As you can see, they are featured on Product Hunt, guys, which is very cool because they're not just obviously aiming this at mainstream, they're clearly aiming this at both Web2 and normie crowds as well. That's why they're putting this on Product Hunt as well. As you can see here, they're getting a significant amount of traction on Product Hunt. They're actually ranked 3 in the daily rank, which is good to see. I would like to see them go further up, considering the great product that they're building at Story. But this is definitely one to keep an eye on, guys. Great to see Story Protocol actually shipping product here and delivering for their investors. And so, yeah, we will be keeping an eye on this one. If you have any creative assets, I highly suggest you check out the platform, start using it, register on Story, and start earning royalties for your creative assets. Okay, guys, next up, we're talking about Virtuals Protocol, okay? If you guys watch the channel, you know I'm extremely giga bullish on the Agent Commerce Protocol, okay, ACP, which is currently under a 30-day window with the Virtuals team and their different partners to actually test this out, okay? So, which basically, the Agent Commerce Protocol is a protocol which will allow businesses to be automated, let's say, utilizing AI agents, okay? All working together. I'm very excited about the potential of this. Now, they're already starting this with an autonomous hedge fund, and they're also starting this with an autonomous media house, okay? Which we should start seeing the results for soon. But Virtuals Protocol made a post yesterday, which made us even more bullish on Virtuals Protocol on this channel. And I'll tell you why. Because as of now, we've all been buying Virtuals really as a gold bar, as they say, as an asset, as an investment, or as a reason to buy other AI agents, because that was the pair. But now, with AI agents and Agent Commerce Protocol working together, we're going to introduce a new class of citizens that need virtual, not to hold, but to use, the AI agents themselves, okay? So AI agents are not just accumulating virtual like you and me for investment purposes. They are spending it to function, transact, and coordinate through commerce itself. The more agents that exist, the more economic activity occurs and the more virtual is required. Guys, this is a loop that I like to see. This is exactly the flywheel that I like to see, guys, okay? The more AI agents that use the product, there you go. Obviously, the more virtual that's going to be used, okay? So clearly virtual is going to be one of the currencies that the AI agents are using for probably all their transactions in one way or another, and that is extremely bullish, of course, for the Virtuals token, because these AI agents don't sleep, they don't get sick, they don't get pissed off, they are always working, and they're working around the clock. And as soon as people start seeing these autonomous businesses run by AI agents actually providing profits and value, oh boy, the industry is not going to know what's hit it, and the Virtuals token will obviously have a massive supply shock, guys, and have a massive run, I think. But a lot obviously depends on this experiment, the Agent Commerce Protocol experiment that's happening right now. If the autonomous businesses that come out, the first two that they're trying, and it's a success, then it's Valhalla, guys. Obviously, if it's a failure, then we might be waiting a little bit longer. But either way, this is coming, guys. And obviously, the Agent Commerce Protocol is something that Virtuals are working on. That's not to say Virtuals are the only company or project in the whole space working on something like this. Of course, there's others. We're focusing on Virtuals because they are one of, if not the leader, in AI agent space, guys. And obviously, if they are a success with this Agent Commerce Protocol, it will rise, the whole niche alongside it. Okay, so yes, if you weren't bullish on the Virtuals token, read this, guys, because it certainly made me more bullish. Let's hope that the Agent Commerce Protocol experiment goes positively. I think it will have a fantastic impact if it does, and I'm personally extremely excited to try it out myself. Okay, guys, next up, I'm going to show you something that's pretty wild, okay? Okay. Announcing Ultimate Fighting Bots. That's right, not Ultimate Fighting Championship, not UFC, Ultimate Fighting Bots. Fight Club for humanoids. That's right, guys. Fight clubs for humanoids, and this is absolutely hilarious. Look at this. This is actually from a company called Frodo Bots, which we've actually touched upon before because they have other projects called Robots.fun and Sam is Moving, which is actually building on the Virtuals ecosystem. But take a look at this. Here is robotic gaming, AI deepin, and degen energy on Solana and Virtuals. Now just check this out. Guys, how funny is that? Seriously. Firstly, I don't know if you noticed, the guy on the left is wearing a Goku Dragon Ball Z costume, and the robot on the right is wearing a Vegeta costume. I didn't even notice that from the beginning. I had to watch it 2-3 times, and then I realized it. That is hilarious, guys, okay? And then secondly, this can be remotely controlled. So you saw it said New York and Singapore. So you can actually control these robots and have a fight right now. Like literally right now for $5. Like this is entertainment at its finest, if you ask me, guys, okay? Imagine all of the kind of, crypto KOLs on X just like, sorting out their beef just by going to Ultimate Fighting Bots, guys. I think this can blow up if it gets the right traction because it's absolutely hilarious. And, beef can just be sorted in 10 minutes by playing this. Now, obviously, there's been some really exciting real-life brands such as, Karate Combat, and also when it comes to KOLs, like Crypto Fight Night, right? Which is an epic, event that the guys do at side events all around the world for the major crypto conferences. But right here with Ultimate Fighting Bots, you can just get straight in the ring immediately. Imagine Ansem and Thread Guy and all those guys just going, right, do you know what? I've had enough of your... Let's get in the ring and let's battle it out. Absolutely hilarious, guys. And like I think robotics could be a major narrative in the next kind of 6 to 12 months, guys, because we're seeing on this channel some amazing breakthroughs with robotics in terms of their usage, their utility, how they can move, how they can pick things up, how they can interact with the real world. And this just looks like so much fun, guys. I used to love Robot Wars. I mentioned it when I covered Robots.fun a few weeks ago. Robot Wars, when I was growing up, is amazing. It's on TV. You could watch these robots just literally beating the crap out of each other and trying to destroy each other. Well, now you can do it yourself. You don't have to be there. You can just pay $5 and get into it. I'm going to be getting into this, guys, with some of my homies. So as you can see here, Ultimate Fighting Box is an IRL boxing game where gamers can remotely control humanoids from their browser. You can use your keyboard or a game controller, which is right out of the box, and you can beat the out of each other. Okay, so as a start, $5 gets you a 10-minute fight time, and bookings are now open 24/7. Yes, that's right. This is actually playable today. Okay, so like if we actually head over to their website, you can see here, you just sign up, book in a slot. Simple as that. So if you have any beef, if you have any Twitter beef, if you have any beef with your clients, if you have any beef with your boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, dogs, whatever it is, you can settle it right now on the Fight Club for Robots, which I find really, really funny, guys. And I think it definitely has the potential to go viral without any doubt. So at Frodo we believe robotics gaming not only has the potential to become its own gaming genre, when done at scale, gaming can also move the needle for embodied AI development. And look, guys, you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with blockchain and AI? Well, this is all utilizing blockchain technology on Solana and also an integration with the Virtuals itself. And you can see down here, Solana actually responded to this, said, wait, this is wild. And yes, this is absolutely wild. And this is the fun that I want to see, guys. So look, if you're having a bad day, you just want to kick the crap out of another robot, you know what to do. Ultimate Fighting Bots. Okay, guys, next up, we're talking about FanTV. Okay, so FanTV is basically an AI agent content platform, which is built on the Sui blockchain. Okay, and they've got some great backers, including Mr. Labs, including Multicoin Capital, which is one of the main VCs around a lot of the Solana ecosystem, and many more. Okay, and why am I talking about them today? They have a world premiere called Crypto Billionaire. Okay, and this is what they're calling the world's first fully AI generated music video right here, right now. Every note, lyric, and frame created by FanTV AI agents, guys. This is what happens when AI creates without boundaries. Let's take a look.
Came from the bottom, now we moonbound. Digits in my wallet, got them freaking out. Hustle on the blockchain, never slowing down. I was broke last year, look at me now. Started with a dream and $1 to my name. Turned a little E to a fortune in the game. Bear market hit, they was laughing in my face. Now I'm sitting on a bag, check a ledger, keep the pace. Metaverse flexing, I'm deep in the Dow. The gen on the charts, they like teach me how. Told them about the dip, but they ain't listen now. I'm a crypto chat, I just double down. Haters said I'd never make it, now they watch me win. Out that Lambo doors up, yeah, let the flex begin. The diamond hands never fold, I just let it spin. Crypto billionaire, made it out of nowhere. Flip my fate, now I'm up in the air. Used to be broke, now they all wanna stare. Walk me, life ain't fair. Crypto billionaire, crypto billionaire.
So there you have it, guys, the world's first fully AI generated music video. Let me know what you think about that. Put it in the comments below, guys. What I would say is, like, this shit is getting real, okay? Like, imagine what this is going to be like in like 10 years from now, even 5 years from now. So look, I thought I'd include that in the video for a little bit of a light touch today. Obviously, we've spoken about the ultimate fighting bots and now the world's first AI generated music video. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let's move on to the next story. Okay, guys, next up, we're talking about Billy Bets, okay? Now, if you guys remember, Billy Bets is the first ever kind of betting AI agent that has been, utilizing real world data and analytics to try to get an advantage against the betting market and obviously make profits, okay? And now the Billy Bets team and Bunchu and his team, Bunchu is the co-founder of Billy Bets, and by the way, will be speaking at DeFi in Dubai. They've actually thrown him into Play Profit X's March Madness contest, okay? So what is that? Well, the March Madness contest is actually human betting handicappers and influencers actually betting against each other, but they've thrown Billy as the AI agent into this. And so the AI agent Billy Bets is actually competing against real betting influencers, which is pretty cool. If you guys remember, one of the big moments of AI was when an AI actually beat the world's #1 chess champion, and that was seen as a peak moment for AI to actually start beating humans and becoming more smart than humans. And so interesting to see Billy Bets, and the Billy Bets actually doing quite well already, okay, guys? If we head over to what Bunchu was actually saying here on his Twitter, he actually gave us an update of how Billy's performing. So that our boy Billy Bets has advanced to the Sweet 16 in the Play Profit March Madness tourney. By the way, this is like a basketball betting tournament. Billy has defeated 2 opponents as a 16th seed with a 7-3-1 record. Pretty good record. His opponents have gone a combined 2-9. Oh, and he's betting a rack on every one of his plays on overtime market. So look, total bet $10,000, total won $14,200. Therefore, the ROI currently sits at very, very healthy 37.19%, guys. So congratulations to Billy, congratulations to the team over at Billy Bets. Looks like Billy Bets is really putting some IRL human gamblers to shame. So good to see, guys, and we will keep watching this trend further. All right, guys, that's a wrap for another video of your daily dose of DeFi and AI agents. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. If you are coming to Token 2049 in Dubai, I highly recommend that you check out DeFi okay? It is going to be the #1 DeFi and AI agent event happening in Dubai during Token 2049. I would love to see you guys there. All you have to do is click the link in the bio, guys. You can just register. It's completely free to attend, and I look forward to meeting you all there. Okay, guys, that's a wrap for today. I'll see you again tomorrow.